Absolutely, the cost of the report is justified. What price? The rule of law. What price? The weeding out of corruption and exposing corruption, keeping in mind that this Royal Commission did have the support of a former Labor Attorney-General, a former National Secretary of the Australian Workers' Union, a former President of the ACTU. So this had bipartisan support despite Mr Shorten's manic determination to discredit the Royal Commission and the Royal Commissioner himself, something which I think has now cost Mr Shorten very dearly in the opinion polls.
Do you think it's possible to put a cost estimate on policing compliance moving forward?
That is something I'm not aware of, but I would have thought money needs to be made available to ensure that compliance is maintained, because without compliance, corruption will re-emerge. We got rid of the BLF and we didn't then have a regime in place, that's the old Builders Labourers Federation, we didn't have a regime in place to stamp out the corruption, and so what happened was the BLF morphed into the CFMEU and the same sort of activities took place under the CFMEU. We need a strict compliance methodology. We have put forward that as a government, a strict compliance methodology. The Royal Commissioner has suggested even tougher methodologies, and I'm sure the government will look at that very strongly.
What does this say about the conduct of unions in Australia?
Sadly, what this says is that there has been at the very highest levels of some trade unions activities which are completely unacceptable, which are corrupt, and unfortunately the ACTU and other Labor leaders were not willing to call out corruption for what it is. They should have called it out immediately. They try to run a campaign against the Royal Commission and the Royal Commissioner that has badly backfired, and as a result Mr Shorten's career is in tatters and the ACTU and trade union membership continues to be diminished.
Does Labor now need to get on board legislation before Parliament?
I think the Labor Party, especially Mr Shorten, should now say it's time to raise the white flag. We do need, as a nation, to get rid of this corruption, and for Bill Shorten to continue to run the activities that he has of allowing his front benches to denigrate the Royal Commissioner badly backfired, badly misjudged, and it shows why Bill Shorten should never become the Prime Minister of our country.